ready to position the rear bumper. I'm using templates to cut the holes in the fenders. Okay, here I am in the back. I removed the fenders so that I can adjust my my gaps here. I've also gone ahead and put my rear bumper on. I've just got it kind of hanging on here right now. What I'm doing is I'm just making sure that it lines up good so that I can go ahead and build some templates. I'm going to actually use some poster board and build a template that goes around onto here, and then it goes around and encompasses this mount location. So I'm going to just have just barely enough hole for this thing to slip through, and that template will go all the way across on both sides. So when I pull the fender back off, when I pull the bumper back off and I put the fenders back on, I'll be able to put the templates back in place, cut the holes for the bumper brackets. Okay, I've taken the bumper off. I've left the brackets in place here. And you see what I'm doing here. Actually putting this paper template that I made. So I taped it down here. I've taped it and made a nice little opening, just big enough for this thing to go through. And then I marked on the fender here, and I taped it in place. So what I can do is I can take this off now, put the fender back on, and put this thing back in the exact position it's in, and then go ahead and cut this little hole. I'll be cutting this hole bigger for the little rubber grommets later, but I just want to cut it just big enough for this bracket to go through. So I've made this template. I've made the driver's side template, and I'm getting ready to put the fenders back on. Okay, I'm back out here working now. I put my fender, took the brackets and everything off, put the fenders back on, and I've gone ahead and placed my templates back in place here to cut the holes for the bumper bracket. Well, I measured after I get the bracket, templates on here. I measured from here to here and from here to here. As you can see, it's 3/16 of an inch off, so I'm just going to have to deal with that on the inside of the body to make the adjustment. So I've gone ahead and scratched both sides of here and the bottom here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down a little bit. And I've scratched this one, you can see, and I'm going to bring this up to match that line there. So I scratched both sides to keep it straight. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Alright, I went ahead and cut my holes for the brackets here. It's just big enough for the bracket to stick through for now. I have to trim these out later so that the little rubber gasket will fit in there. But I set the bumper on there just for a second, and since the fenders have been cleared so much, the bumper itself actually comes up to like right in here. It looks kind of funny, so it needs to be actually try to stretch it out somewhat so that it has a little bit less curvature across the back so that it matches the curvature of the fenders. This is the rig I'm trying here. You can see I've got the bumper here, and it's just one smooth curve from end to end. So I got right here in the middle, I put some padding and a little soft wood block, a couple of clamps, a 2x4, and some more padding back here where it touches. And I'm stretching it. I've actually stretched it out quite a bit. It'll probably want to go straight back to where it was, so I need to overstretch it so that I can make it look good.